Hello folks, Israel Epstein here today with you talking about our 17-week aquaponic update. So I'm working on this little project today with this concoction that I read about on the Intertron about trying to get rid of aphid bugs. So I've got a massive aphid infestation and I've been spraying them off, and got a bunch of ladybugs in there. The ladybugs are obviously doing their thing and there's still a bunch of them hanging around, but I don't know that they can handle the amount of aphids that are hanging out in this system. They might have overwhelmed the ladybugs. So I've got this other little method that I'm going to be trying, and I will show you what I've got and what we're doing here before we go on to our little update. So hold on just one moment. Alright, so here's what we're doing. We've got a tomato plant over there, and I read online that the tomato plant is actually a member of the nightshade family, and I noticed that there's no aphids or bugs at all on my tomato plant. So that makes sense. So I plucked some tomato leaves, about 2 cups worth of tomato leaves off of my tomato plant, and I chopped them up finely, and they've been seeping in 2 cups of water in this little thingy here overnight for about 26 hours, 27 hours now. And I'm going to mix up a little concoction of bug killer, natural organic bug killer, to see if that will take care of this aphid problem. Other than that, I can't imagine what would work to kill these things. I spray them off with a high pressure sprayer. You got to be careful doing that, by the way, that if your pressure is too high, it'll strip the chloroform or chlorophyll off of the leaves or it'll rip right through them. So you got to be careful with the pressure that you're spraying your leaves at. Get just the right amount of pressure to get the bugs off without damaging the leaves. That's been a challenge, but we got a bunch of aphids there. So if this doesn't work, we'll have to resort to some chemical insecticides. Now, I would not allow those chemical insecticides to get inside the grow beds or near the fish tank. It's just on the foliage that is on the ground and hanging off of the grow beds. So, and they're not infecting every part of the system. They're just infecting my cucumber and cantaloupe plants on one section of those plants, but they're pretty heavy in that one section. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this little concoction, and I've just got some sackcloth here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it over the top of this thing that it's been marinating in, and I'm going to pour it into here. And that, my friends, is our tomato leaf concoction. Smells like tomato leaves. I'm going to grab the rest of this tomato leaf stuff, put it in there, squeeze it down. So, there's our potent green concoction. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another 2 cups of water to this, and this will be a 4-cup recipe total. 2 cups of tomato leaves seeped in 2 cups of water for a day. Add an additional 2 cups to dilute it a little bit, and there is our witch's brew for killing aphids. So we will put that on the plants and see how it does, and I'll kind of give you an update and see how that works. Look at that, man. Let's go take a look. 5 shots right there, man. Sweet. Looking good, buddy. Looking great. So, with this tomato spray, it did not work worth a crap. That was junk, pseudo Mother Earth science that just did not work. I've been just spraying them off, and you can still see we've got lots and lots of aphids here. Best I can do for right now is just spray them off every day, but they keep coming back. They're hardcore, man. These things are hardcore. They are almost impossible to get rid of. So that tomato paste, tomato leaf spray is crap. Crap, crap, crap. Did not work. Let's take a look at grow bed number 1. I have been raising the level up on this thing, and it really had an impact on these chives that I'm growing over here, these green onions. They really seem to have not been doing that great, but when I began to flood the bed a little bit, they just kind of sprang back to life, which was kind of interesting. Maybe their roots had not grown down as much as they needed to, so there's not getting a lot of sunshine here, and I'm not in a real danger of growing any algae on this. I am picking up a little bit of dust and dirt, so it's making the tank slightly dirtier, but not too bad. So I may allow this to continue to flood up to the top just a little bit longer, to maybe give these green onions a chance to root down just a little bit better. The regular onions, the cabbage, the lettuce, the spinach, the broccoli is doing really well. You can see we've got worm sign. Those stupid little worms are back. I plucked two little worms off of there. They really like that cabbage, man, so I'm going to have to spray some more safer caterpillar spray on there. This tomato plant, you can see I snipped it here and there to get the tomato leaves that I needed to make my concoction, but it's doing really well. Look at all that new growth up there for new tomatoes coming out. Those should be super canoodly. Should have a whole buttload of tomatoes coming out of this thing pretty soon. Under here is our bib lettuce, and that is also doing really well and growing like crazy. We'll kind of scoot around to the back side here. You can see the second tomato plant is doing really well, putting out a lot of new growth. The zucchini plant, it's got those big beautiful orangish flowers coming off of there. There's all kinds of massive growth coming off on that thing. The broccoli and the lettuce that we have in this grow bed is actually doing pretty good as well. It's about to explode, I think. It looks like it's doing really well and about to come on, come off of its rockers as far as growth is concerned. So the fish are as happy as clams. That water temperature has been really good, hovering between 75 and 82, I would say. So the water temp is nice and warm. They're definitely loving that and having a good time. Not sure why they're all clumped up together right now. They're hanging out together. We've got some aggressive males that are dominating the tank. We'll see how that shakes out. But yeah, this zucchini plant has got all kinds of nice little flowers coming into here, and it's going to grow out here pretty soon, I hope. Get some fruit on this thing. We'll kind of see if we can get you a shot of the peppers back there. If you remember last week, I may even actually put a clip in there, but those peppers are doing really nice back in there. The cantaloupes that are growing up on the wall, up underneath there, are doing really well. They're growing like crazy. We got another cantaloupe that's growing here on the wall. It's looking really good. Nice little melon ball growing right there on the wall. Looking good. We got this melon growing down here. Is actually looking really good. It's hanging in there. We got that little cucumber. Where did he go? There he is. Got another little cucumber growing there, and then right under here we got another one of them little cucumbers growing. Looks kind of like a pickle. So that's doing really good. We got I think there's another melon growing down there. So we're definitely growing some nice melons. And things are looking pretty healthy, but you can see underneath, like there on that leaf, are those little black spots. Those are your aphids. And they're doing, I mean, I don't know what the heck they're doing to the plants. I just don't like them, but they're everywhere. These were all sprayed off earlier, and those things are packed with a vengeance. Other than that, let's look at our stuff that's in the ground. I also found a couple of worms eating my broccoli here. I'll tell you, those things love broccoli. These little caterpillar worms just love that broccoli. And I also found them eating my new shoots of lettuce under there. You can see that one is going to seed, probably is going to bolt. A couple of these are, but it's doing okay. And then our corn over here is actually maybe stunted, maybe not getting enough sunshine, but it's growing corn parts, so it's still doing its thing. The vine is luscious and healthy and looking pretty good. Our carrots in the ground are still growing and standing up pretty good. No grapes yet. We'll still keep on the lookout for that. Our little flowers are hanging in there and doing well. And our goji berry is actually growing up pretty nicely. You see the little kitty cat. Hello, little kitty cat. You want to come outside? Hello, little munchkin. How you doing? How you doing, little kitty? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What you doing? All right. So that's it, folks. That is our 17-week update.